it? I just pressed the
Look
button.
at it's the right one.
Thank you very much.
You want to open this? I'm going to take this to the shoe.
No, give me that box. I'll put that.
Oh, that you need this?
Yeah,
Oh.
thanks.
Okay. Wash my hands.
I'll put the card away.
Okay.
This there.
I can't put it back.
Trying to get these brows done. I don't even know what's going on. You know, I just be trying to survive by the rules. Hey, welcome in. I'm just trying to get these brows together. There you go. How's everybody doing today? Welcome in. Trying to get these brows together. So we're gonna do a new Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. I am great. How are you, lovely? I'm just trying to get this little natural look in. I think I'm gonna use this palette. How are you? Yes, I think I'm gonna use the Beats by Deb and the Melissa palette. I'm gonna use both of them because I think there's a color in here that I like. I think. Yes. Yes, so for my neutral, thank you guys for the likes. For my neutral look, I'm gonna use both palettes because I like them both. I can't decide, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use the neutrals in here. And I'm gonna use the neutrals in here. So I'm gonna go back and forth with both palettes. I'm trying out this e.l.f. concealer. So I have it in these are both hydrating, right? So this is the hydrating and this is the camo. I don't know what the difference is. Well, meaning coverage wise, because I haven't tried them. I just use the 16-hour camo, so this is what you see here, and this one I'm going to be using under my eyes, and both of these are in medium sand, so I feel like it'll be a good little highlight because you know I like a bright highlight. So I have them. We're going to try them and see if I like them today. We shall pray. But I'm just going to use my P. Louise base. I just seen them like two. Okay, so I'm going to go in like yesterday. I'm gonna go in with the blank canvas and number 2 base. I just need to get my strip for the back of my hand, and my hands are super duper white. So let me take care of that. Let's just take it in first. I wash my hands multiple times a day. My hands are so dehydrated, it's crazy. Okay, so we're back in action. I don't want ashy fingers. Okay, so we're back in action. So this is the strips that I've been using on the back of my hand. This is how they come. I'm just going to cut it and apply it to the back of my hand. So I'm gonna use this much. I should have used a little bit more. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm gonna make it work. So you just put the strip on the back of your hand. Put it here. And then I'm just gonna peel. This part comes off as well. And I'm gonna peel this side. So this is my little canvas. Always hot. Where's the smell? Where's the fridge? So I'm gonna mix these two on the back of my hand. Will you open? What you? So I'm just going to take the blank canvas first. Put that back. And then I'm going to put Rumor 2 right on top of it. I like the mixture because P. Louise, the base is kind of watery. Not really watery, but it's looser than the blank canvas. And the blank canvas is thicker. So I like the two combined. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna pat it in. I'm gonna mix it up. And I'm just going to apply it on the lid. I'm gonna see how this concealer works as far as shadow because I've never used it under my brows before. So hopefully it doesn't mess up the look. But in any case, I'm going to bring the P. Louise base up just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna blend it. Oh, I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit. So I'm gonna blend it and we're gonna get into this color. It's a neutral look, so I'm not too, like, I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna say I'm not crazy, but when it comes to colors, you have to think more strategically. But since this is a neutral look, you can't hurt yourself with a neutral look, so I should be okay. Just wanna make sure I have a straight brush here. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. What brush is this? The round, oh, this is a Sigma brush. This is when I first started to do makeup. Wow, and I still have it. The precision set. They said this is like your fingertip. This is supposed to mimic your fingertip. I don't know too much about that, but I like the brush. So let's blend this in. And I'm gonna start off with black. You can start off with black, you can. I like to do my darkest colors and then work my way to light. Because if you go light and to dark, I feel like by the time you get to dark, to me, I feel like the base is already dry and yeah. And it's very hard to work with darker colors on a dry base. You got you. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more base on the other side, just a little bit more. I did say I was gonna start my face first today. I could still do that. You're welcome. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start my face first, because I'm different. I usually do my shadow first, but since I'm doing neutral colors on the lid, I'll be fine. So I'm gonna go in with my concealers. You know I love my black opal, so I'm gonna do my Sway Mocha and my, I think this is Heavenly Honey. So we're gonna go into these first. How's everybody doing this fine Wednesday, right? Wednesday? So yeah, I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna do my face first. I'm gonna set everything and then I'm gonna go into the shadow, because usually I don't do face first, but today's a new day, so let's try it. And I'm all prepped and primed. I've been primed since 5 o'clock. How is it, boo? Huh? No. I just threw seasoning on it and threw it in the pot. Curry? That color? No, something really wrong with you. No. I'm gonna also use this e.l.f. concealer under my eyes. I'm scared, but you know, we're gonna try it. It's okay. Just gonna highlight where we normally highlight. I'm always tilting my head. Curry. That tastes like curry chicken, boo? You crazy. Curry steak? Ew. Okay, so that's what we doing. Y'all quiet today? What's going on? Y'all just watching to see the magic happen. I understand. I understand. Don't forget around his nose. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna actually lay down this concealer. I'm scared, but it's okay. So I'm gonna go into the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Medium Sand. This is the hydrating one. I wouldn't put any matte concealer under my eyes because under your eyes are very delicate and I don't want to dry out my eyes. So this is what it looks like. So it looks like an okay color. I'm just gonna put it on top. And like I said, I've never tried this, so hopefully it's not too bad. I'm just gonna let it sit while I contour and then get into foundation. So let's do the face first, something new, something new. It has a slight smell to it, right? Pink. I don't know. Susan said, well, okay. Oh, what you okay at, Susan? Tell me. Y'all get this face sculpted, sister. That's what we doing, sculpted in the face. So I'm going to get my brush and I'm gonna begin to contour and blend out this face. And then I'm gonna go with the foundation. I always like to blend out my contour before I get into foundation. And what we're gonna do with this nose? This nose, we're gonna contour. Now I'm gonna go with my foundation. And we're gonna apply that foundation everywhere. So you know my foundation, my tried and true. I can't wait for the VIB sale at Sephora because I want to try the Too Faced foundation and I also want to try the new Huda Beauty foundation. So I'm gonna go with my tried and true Maybelline Superstay. 2 pumps of that. Maybelline Superstay. It looked like curry chicken.
That was the best thing.
Oh. Who? And this is what it looks like. I'm gonna mix it up on the back of my hand and I'm just going to apply it everywhere. And I'm gonna start to blend. This is where the magic happens. I love foundation. You guys are awfully quiet. What is going on today? Y'all don't want to talk to me? What's up? Or y'all just trying to see where I'm going with the contouring? Because it's going... Hey, Marlena. Talk to me, girl. Everybody quiet. I ain't got time for no quiet lives now. So I'm just going to blend. How's your day so far, Marlena? I'm starting the face first, something different. I know they're like, where's she going? Going to sculpt this face. That's what I'm doing. Sculpt in the face. You know what it is? I did my base first. Maybe that's what it is. I did my base. Hey, Sadie. It's 81 here in VA, New York. How's the weather? I believe it's 65. It was so nice when I went to the post office to drop off packages. I was sweating. I'm like, I'm not ready for the summer yet. I'm not ready for it. I wanted to get here, but I'm not ready for it. 81 sounds amazing. We just enjoy the notes. Are you taking notes? Okay, Cheryl. Well, say something, girl. Say something to me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, share the video when you come in. Y'all taking notes? Yeah, see, because I look a little, you know, but I'm going to work it out. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to take this brush. Blend it out. Makeup is very scary, I could imagine. I'm looking like, because I did my base first, so that's why it looks weird. My eyeshadow base. Usually I don't do my eyeshadow base. I just do my eyes and do my face and keep moving. So with under my eyes, I'm going to go back in with a little more of that concealer. Where is that brush that I had? Oh, here it goes. She said, we taking notes. Okay. So I'm just going to pat this in. The concealer's cool. I'm not going to say if I love it or, you know, if I hate it yet. It's just, yeah, it looks weird because I got my base on for my eyes. I have no shadow. But we about to get into the shadow. I just want to set my face first. So see, everything is starting to blend. You see it's starting to come together. Yeah, it is. It's warm. It's warmer in the evening time than in the daytime. In the daytime, it's cold. And then by the time the evening comes, the degrees just shoots up. So weird. Yes, I'm just trying to get this hair out the way. Okay. So now that we have this, I'm just going to blend under my eyes. And I'm going to set it. I don't want an extremely bright under eye today, unfortunately. So I'm just going to take some banana powder. I'm going to get some banana powder. And I'm going to start to set under my eyes first. And then we'll worry about the rest of the face. But you know how I am. I got to set under these eyes. I don't want it too bright, so it's okay. So see, the skin is, you know, the skin is getting it. The skin is coming along. Gotta get that skin together. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a sponge. I'm gonna take a sponge with some banana powder. I'm going to lay it on my palette that I'll be using in a minute. I like a flat surface because you get powder all over that sponge. I'm going to look up. Make sure I'm blended out. And then we're going to press that powder in. But I don't like to look down, so I'm going to just keep looking up. And then you're going to press that powder in. So I'm excited for this little neutral eye. So I'm not going to do any color today, which is fine. That's the trick. It's muscle memory. Once you get used to doing this, looking up without looking down, you'll be fine. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm not going to bake yet. I just want to set all my highlighted areas first. And then we're going to go in and we're going to bake. That's a super duper warm. Okay. I'm just going to push it in. Move on. Okay. I didn't do any foundation on my forehead yet, but I'll get to that in a second. I was about to set it and I didn't even put anything on my forehead to set. I can't. Okay. So now that I have everything set, now I'm going to bake. I'm going to bake this face because we're about to do some shadow and you don't want the shadow falling on your face and messing up your foundation. So I'm going to just set. Okay. We're going to move this because we need to get into this hairline. I'm gonna just cut this off. We're gonna get into this hairline. Where's my little tiny brush I had yesterday? Okay, so this is my little tiny brush, and I'm just going to go right around the forehead. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just gonna get around his forehead, okay? And then we're gonna set. I don't like to put too much makeup on my forehead, so that's why I wait to do it last. Okay, we have that. We're gonna blend it in. And we're gonna set with our skin finish that I used yesterday. So that's dark tan. We're not gonna do dark tan. We're gonna go in with dark mineralized skin finish. You guys know I love this. So I'm just going to set all over my forehead with this powder. And we're gonna move on to these eyes. I'm gonna actually set my contour with this powder, my face powder. Okay, now that that is set, I could go in with my contour color, which is my dark tan. Just gonna get a little bit of it. It looks darker on camera. Yeah, it's not as dark in real life. So I'm just gonna pat it. And I'm gonna contour later, but I wanna bake my contour as well. So I'm using this powder to bake my contour. So I set with my face powder, now I'm baking it. And we're gonna go a little bit around the hairline. Just a tad bit. Okay, we got that. So we're gonna go on to this shadow, which is the star of the show. We're gonna do a neutral, natural look. Father in heaven, please touch me, allow me to have a neutral look, because you know I love me some color. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, I have to do a little prayer. So, I'm just gonna make sure that my base is not too dry, and it's not. So I'm gonna take whatever is left, and I'm going to rebase my eyes. Let me get a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go back in with my, what is this? The P. Louise Rumor 2. P. Louise Rumor 2. And I'm just going to go back over it lightly. What I got going on?
Jams.
YouTube be playing too much. I'm not playing with YouTube. YouTube will take your video off in a minute. YouTube don't play with nobody at all. So we gonna play whatever YouTube said we could play. YouTube is not playing with anybody anymore. So with that being said, okay, so I'm gonna just go in with black. So which black am I gonna go into? So I'm gonna go into the Beat Down palette. This palette is so pretty. She did a great job. So I'm gonna go in with the Beat Down palette. And I'm gonna go in with this black right here. And I'm gonna work with my black first. So black will be, let's move these out of the way. Black will be the first color in my crease because I want my crease to have definition. So I'm gonna go in right here with some black. This is like, I can't. What we got going on here? What you looking at? Watch somebody. Okay, so I'm gonna start with our black in the corner. I like to stretch my eyes because I have hooded lids. So I do not want my shadow to be creased. So I'm gonna go right over where my lid folds. So my lid folds here, so I'm gonna go right above that. Okay? So that when I'm looking straight, you can still see it. Okay. So the next color we're gonna go into, I believe it's from the Melissa palette, I believe, right? Yeah, she has some nice colors. Okay, so this is Expensive. So it's a nice chocolatey brown. I'm gonna go around that black. I'm using the JH33. I have to sneeze again. Can't. I'm gonna take the JH33 from Morphe Time Jaclyn Hill. It's really just a M433 brush, same thing. So I'm gonna go in with this brown and I'm going to pat around this black. Just lightly around. I want the two to look like one, so I'm just going to pat it. I'm not doing a cut crease for the first time, right? So yeah, I want this. I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit. There we go. I want the brown and the black to be one. So I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna make sure that I'm not losing this black. Okay, so you want it to look like it's one. So I patted. Now I'm just going to start to buff. So I'm using back and forth windshield wiper motions. So I want to still see that peak of brown. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the same thing right here. So we're just going to pat it. Then we're going to go back with that black. I don't want to lose the black. So I want it to be like a s'mores effect. Okay? And then I'm going to take this brown and I'm just going to start to blur the edges. So I'm going to do one eye and then I'll do the other eye. Okay? So my next color is, I want something softer. So I'm going to go in with Send Nudes. This is from the Melissa palette. So I just used this one. Now I'm going to use this one to blend that out. And this is a tiny brush. This is the M516. It's super duper tiny. So I'm going to go right on top and I'm going to hug that other brown. Oops, sorry. So I want everything to be like a gradient effect. And then I'm going to go in with the crease with probably like a yellow or like a mustardy because she has a mustard yellow. It's so cute. So I think I'm going to use that. So I just want to blend these colors. So I'm going to actually take this color and blend out this black a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used that second color for, the brown, and I'm just going to trace right on top of that. So I'm going to go back and forth between both of these brushes. And then go back in. Okay. Okay, so we have that, we have that. So I'm gonna need another brush because I have another color that I wanna do. I want a specific brush. Okay, so we're gonna take a MAC 27. Ooh, this is dirty. I just dirtied it. Shoot, sorry, I can't use it. I need a light color. I need it for a light color. Okay, so this is a Morphe brush. It has no name on it, unfortunately. So the next color is going to be Don't Be Cheap. So this is Don't Be Cheap right here. And I'm going to blend out that last color. My problem is mixing shadows, so thank you for helping me learn how to mix and match eyeshadow. You're welcome. I still struggle as well. Because, you know, you want to change and you want to try different things. And sometimes you stick to what you know because that's what you know. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take this nude color, it's super nude, and I'm going to blend out that last color. So this is going to be like my brow bone color. Do you clean your brushes? No! Marlena, girl, let me show, girl. No. I had to pack some orders last night after the live. So I didn't get a chance to. And it's so not like me. Girl, wash with brush. Girl. No, the business comes first. Okay. Those brushes can wait. She said, did you wash? Absolutely not. I didn't wash a thing. A thing. So basically, this is the look. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go over the colors again. But this is like my brow bone color right here. Okay. So I'm gonna go over the colors one more time. So I went in with this black, and then I put the black in the corner, and then I went, this is the Beat by Deb's palette. Then I went back in with the Melissa palette, and I used the color Expensive, and I went around that black. So I wanted the black to be in the center and just that chocolate to hug it. And then after that, I think I went in with a lighter brown, which was Send Nudes from the Melissa palette. So Send Nudes is like right in here. And then I used Don't Be Cheap for under my brow bone. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna change this music because YouTube is really funny. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna go back in with that color called Send Nudes from the Melissa palette right here. And I'm just going to go right in here. I feel like I lost it a little bit, so we're gonna just add that back. Okay, okay. So the next thing I want to do as a person is I want to create a crease color because I'm going to keep my lid neutral. So with that being said, since I want to keep it neutral, I'm going to have to kind of set it and then kind of re-wet it because I want to put a pigment. So I'm going to put a pigment in the middle. Not in the middle, sorry. I'm going to put a pigment like right in this area right here, but I need to create a crease. So with that being said, I'm just going to look at some color. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the Makeup by Melissa palette. And this is called OMG. So I'm really trying to keep it really, really neutral and soft. So I'm going in with OMG. And this is my favorite brush. This is a Morphe M506. It's super, super big and fluffy. It's going to do the blending for me. So I'm just going to tap it in. I'm going to get a little bit of color. And I'm going to create a crease. I think you would be a good teacher. Oh, thank you. A lot of people say that. So see, I'm starting to create a crease. Yes, at MAC, I would tell people like step by step, and they'd be like, "Where's Diana?" And if I wasn't there, they would call me, and I'm like, "Girl, I'm off. I need a day off." So I'm gonna take this more color. So I'm literally staying in this realm. I'm staying in these soft colors, soft color, soft color. I'm gonna add some of that as well. That is called Wow. I'm gonna add Wow right here, like a neutral cool kind of nude. So I'm gonna just create my crease because I didn't do that. I focused on my outer, and now I'm gonna focus on my crease. So I'm just gonna take this, and you see it's creating a crease for me. So we don't need a cut crease all the time. I tell myself that you don't need to cut your crease all the time, but I'm gonna cut my crease on Friday. But with that being said, you're just going to blend. And since we did some blending, we did lose some of that dark brown. So I'm gonna go back into Expensive. And I'm just going to tap it. You don't have to swirl when you're reapplying colors most of the time. Sometimes you can get away with just tapping. So I'm just gonna tap it. And I'm gonna bring it into my crease. Why? Because I want more definition. So I'm going to tap it over that crease color that we just put down. And then this time when I'm blending, I'm going to keep the brush right in the front. Why? Because I just put all that chocolate color back. We don't want to keep redoing it. So I'm just going to keep my brush right here. Okay? So my lid is complete. I'm going to take this Wow color. It's more of a nude. I'm going to take it on that same brush. So this is the nude. I'm going to tap some of that off. That's way too much. So this is, I found some of the clear tape for the hand on Amazon. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. And yeah, so see, this is like more of a bone. I'm going to go right here. Right here, and we're going to tap it. Because remember, we did under the brow here. So this concealer is set. So you have to set right here. And I used Don't Be Cheap. So this is Don't Be Cheap. I used that here. And now I'm using this bone color in the front. And I'm just going to tap it, wipe my brush off because I don't need all of that bone color. And I'm just going to lightly blend. Okay, so now we have the crease. So when I told you we have to re-wet the lid, you don't have to re-wet it per se, but I want my pigment to show. So this is the pigment. You can't tell what it looks like, but it's so cute. This is J. La Rue's white gold pigment. I love this pigment. So with me, I'm just going to take any old random brush. I'm going to take a teensy tiny bit of the P. Louise base. You don't need a lot. You just literally need a dot. So that's my little dot. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I have to do it for the other side. Excuse me. I'm gonna take my brush that I use to blend out my base. I'm gonna get a little bit of it and I'm going to tap it right here. Right here. Now you're gonna say, well, Diana, you covered some of the stuff you just did. It's okay. It is okay. Because I'm gonna go back with that medium brown if I find the brush. I just had the brush. Okay, so we're gonna go back in with that medium brown that we used to blend out that black. And we're just gonna go back over it. It's okay. You're just gonna tap over it. Okay? And you're gonna go in with your crease. Nothing's on this brush, but you're going to blend. But I need that part to be tacky so that I can put the pigment on top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch my brush. Maybe that brush was too big. I'm gonna switch my brush to something more precise. Take a little bit more base. And hopefully I can get it right this time. So we're just gonna tap. And this is where this shimmer is gonna come into play. Okay? So this is what we have here. I wish I could show you guys the shimmer. I would have to turn my light down. Let me see if I can turn it down. Okay, so I turned. Hi, Diana. I think I missed a primer for your eyelids. What primer did you use? So I used the P. Louise Blank Canvas and P. Louise Rumor 2. I like the mix of it. It just does it for me. But this is it's still too bright. It's so pretty. I wish y'all could see it. It's like a white gold. That's the name of it. I was like, maybe if I turn the light down, you guys could see it, but you can't see it. But I'm just going to pop it right on where we just put that base. So we're gonna close and you're just going to pop it on there. Okay, so you can see it now. So white gold has like a yellow, greenish kind of reflect. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna pat it on, okay? And then we're gonna take a medium brown, not that dark brown that we just applied. We're not gonna do that. You want to like create a gradient effect. Hey, Danelle. You want a gradient effect from the shimmer to the light, right? So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna see if I can find a color. Let me see. Nope, don't want that. Let me try the Beat Down palette. Her stuff is more orangey. She doesn't really have like a true, so I'm gonna go back to the Melissa palette. Okay, I found one. So I'm gonna go back into OMG. OMG is my crease color. So I'm gonna go into OMG right here and I'm going to bridge those two colors. I'm gonna bridge the shimmer with the shadows. Oops. So let me get some OMG on the brush, tap it off. I'm gonna go in the middle right here. Cause sometimes it looks like, you know, you're missing something and you don't wanna look like you're missing something. Like, trust me. So we're just gonna go right in the middle. Now I'm gonna go back in with that chocolate, which is expensive. This dark right here, and I'm gonna go on that edge. Just so that everything blends. And last but not least, we're gonna go back into that black. And you just wanna make sure that all of the colors are still shining, but yet this is the one that has the chocolate brown. I didn't put anything back on there. I'm just going to blend. So this is the eye look. Of course, we're gonna add a wing. Of course, we're gonna add the wing, but we're gonna do that once both eyes are done. We're gonna go into the other eye. Where is my primer? So since this has, I'm sure it's dry. Yeah, it's still kind of tacky, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm gonna go back in with some Rumor 2 base right here, just to rehydrate that base, because I don't want to start to blend and it's gonna stick on me. I will go back and finish, let me see. I will go back and finish watching your video, have something to do. Okay, thank you so much, Sadie, for dropping in. I'll be live again on Friday, so I'll see you on Friday, hopefully. Okay, so I'm gonna blend out the base. I'm gonna blend it out. I feel like it could have worked, but I don't want to chance it. Since I did one eye and then this eye is just waiting to be done, I didn't want to chance it. So I'm just gonna reapply. Okay, and then we're gonna go back with that black. So we're gonna go back to the Beat Down palette. No, I didn't use the Beat Down palette. I used the Melissa palette for the black. I use this palette for most of the colors and the Beat Down for maybe 1 or 2. Yes. I like me, I tell you, which one did I use? I'm gonna go with the Beat Down palette. I'm gonna take the black. Yes, that's what I did do. I took the black from the Beat Down palette. So I'm going to add the black here. So I'm gonna do the same eye on this side. But you watching it live? Eat my little CBD gummies. I'll be knocked out. Woo, I love them things. So, sorry that I got out of the live. I was doing something. It's okay, Susan. I'm about to do this eye. So if you missed this eye, now you can see how I created it. Okay, so like I said, my lids are hooded. So I'm going to put the black a little bit above my hood. So that's why I'm creating an illusion of a wider eye space. I made it look like I'm not hooded. That's a trick if you want to definitely create a wider eye space and trick the eye. Yeah. So my fold is here. I'm going to go slightly above my fold. So see? So it's already looking like my eyes are open. So I'm just going to pat this. I'm going to pat this and make sure that you stretch your eye because, like I said, my eyes are hooded. So you want to make sure that you got what you got to do. Okay, so we're gonna, and I like to use my brush loose. I don't hold it tight. I kind of like let it float in between my fingers. So sometimes you find that you won't get that blend you're looking for because you have too much pressure on the brush. Like, you know, I still have it, but it's still able to like move around. So that's how you want to hold it. You want to hold it, but not too tight. Okay. So this is what we have. This is how this started. Now you get to see this one. Okay. So the next color I used was Expensive from the Makeup by Melissa palette. And this is Expensive right here. Nice chocolate brown. Not too dark, not too light. I'm going to use her on this brush here. I'm going to tap off. And I'm going to start to make these colors one. So I want you to see that you have black, but then you also can see the brown, and I want them to kind of like fade into each other. So yeah, it's all about the blend, which is fine. You'll get it in time. So I'm just gonna pat. Just pat, 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 and then I'm also going to pat in the front. So not only on the top and on the sides, you're gonna pat in the front as well. And you're gonna find that you're gonna lose that black, but it's okay, because we're gonna go back. So see, I lost my black. You can see it a little bit, but I want you to really see it. So I'm gonna go back into that black. And I'm gonna get a little bit more, and I'm going to pat it and put it back. Okay? And we're gonna pat until I feel like it's dark enough. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what we have. So the next color is Send Nudes, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, the next color is Send Nudes. So this is Send Nudes right here. So it's more of a neutral tone orangey brown. If you know, that makes any sense. It should. So I'm gonna take that, and this brush is really, really small. I'm so afraid of black eyeshadow. Always like, I've been beaten up when I use black. Oh no. Less is more. And also, even though I'm saying less is more, start off with a little tiny brush and work your way up. I've been doing makeup since 2008, so I could slap on black, blend it out, and you know, and I can make it work. That's because I put in the practice. Just put in practice and you'll be fine. But get a small brush. Get a tiny, tiny brush. Like even a brush like this. This is from Morphe. This is the M506. Look how small. This brush is tiny. If, you know, get you some tiny, tiny brushes like these. Yeah, I ain't wash these brushes at all. Get you some tiny, tiny, like these brushes are really pencil brushes, but it's so small and tight, you can just work your way in. So start off small and, you know, use a little bit at a time and you'll be fine. So I'm gonna take these Scent Nudes and I'm going to pack this right above. So this is my third color. So we went in with black, we went in with a medium brown, and now this is a nude, like a nudish orangey brown, I want to say. And when you're blending, you're gonna lose color that's already there. So as you can see, I'm already losing my chocolate brown, which is okay because we're gonna go back in and we're going to blend it. But I don't want you to say, oh my God, I have it and where'd it go? You know what I mean? It's there, you just have to reapply it, it's fine. Okay, so that's what we have. So now I'm gonna go in with OMG. No, yes, OMG. I'm gonna go in with OMG because that was Scent Nudes. So OMG is right here. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it under my brow bone and I'm going to blend. So I'm going to tap it. I'm gonna tap it first, right under the brow bone. Oops, I dipped into the wrong color. We're gonna tap into the brow bone. Okay, so I went up a little higher, but it's okay. So we're gonna tap. You can always fix that. I'm happy that that happened. If you feel like you went in too much, you can go in with your concealer brush and knock that back down. It's okay. It's okay. I have to wash these brushes today. I have to. Marlena's like, did you wash your brushes? Heck no, Marlena. So yeah, so you see, I still have my brow bone. I still have my brow bone. It's fine. You can always just take your concealer brush and knock it back down. So now that I lost my chocolate, I'm going to go back in with Expensive. We're going to go back in with that chocolatey brown. And I'm going to go right over that black. Okay? So you see we have that brown here. This eye is, it's going to get here too. So you're just gonna reinforce that, okay? I'm gonna take that brush that I used with that brow bone color and I'm just going to blend it. So back and forth, back and forth. Remember, this is my friend, this is my best friend in the whole wide world as far as blending is concerned. This is the M501. Please get this brush. I'm just going to blend. This has nothing on it. So we're just going to blend, okay? Okay, so now that we have that, I'm gonna take my Scent Nudes color, which is, I think this is so pretty. And I'm going to blend out here. Because I did that on this side, that's why it's like this. So I'm just going to blend it, and I'm going to do like a wing. I'm gonna do like a wing motion. So I'm gonna pull it out and put it in the crease. So I'm doing my, like a V, so it's a tiny V, okay? So this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do is create my crease. I'm gonna go in with OMG in my crease. Did I do? No, I did Don't Be Cheap. Yes. So I'm gonna go in with Don't Be Cheap. Now I'm gonna use this brush, get some product, tap it off, and I'm gonna create my crease. And sometimes you have to go in a few times because, you know, you're layering color, which is fine. So we're starting to get that crease. And I'm doing circular motions. It's a little circle, circle, circle on here. And windshield wiper motions, okay? So as you can see, it's starting to look like the other one. Okay. So I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit more. Okay, so now that we have the foundation for the crease, I'm going to take that brown color. This is the expensive color. So expensive is my favorite from this palette. Oh my god. Send Nudes is so pretty. And what else do I like of this palette? Like the OMG, like the colors I'm using, I like them. And the Don't Be Cheap. Don't be cheap. Tip your makeup artists, tip your hairdressers. Like, don't be cheap. So I'm going to take that expensive color again, right here, tap, and I'm going to drag it into my crease. I'm going so light because I do not want this color to dominate my crease. I still want that Don't Be Cheap color to be the main focus, but I need some help as far as definition, right? So I'm just going to tap it lightly. So I'm not gonna go in and do any crazy blending. We're just going to tap it. Okay, so as you can see, it's getting like this one. So we're just going to tap it into place. Okay. Now here, since the crease is already created, I can go in and deepen the crease because I'm not afraid of messing anything up. But since we're still in the process of blending, I'm not gonna do that on this side. So the next color is gonna be Wow. So we're gonna get a little bit of Wow, tap it off, and I'm just gonna go in the front of the brow and I'm gonna set my concealer. Okay? Set it lightly. Okay, we're gonna wipe it off. I'm wiping it off on my shirt. It's okay, it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Don't Be Cheap color once more on this brush. I love this. I swear I love this brush. I love this brush like I love the MAC 224. Like, when it comes to, I wish I could use it when it's dirty. When it comes to blending, I have some staples. When it comes to MAC brushes and some staples for Morphe brushes. Get at me in my messages if you want to know like the best brushes to get as far as blending. So this is a little bit of color. I'm gonna tap it off. We're going to blend throughout the crease. Okay? And we're going to blend. Now me, I'm risque. I would jump in and add some of this just because this is Melly Mel's. So that's what I'm gonna do. So it's a super soft orange. I'm gonna go in this crease right here and I'm gonna add it. And it, to me, it did something. You may not have seen it, but it did something to me. But I can't do that on this side yet because I have other things to do. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my base. I'm gonna go back in with the base because we're gonna start to apply this glitter. So I'm gonna get a little bit of my 02 from P. Louise. So just a tiny, tiny bit. And we're gonna go right here with the color. You can also do like a faux cut. This, you know, I mean, it kind of looked like I cut my crease and you guys see I didn't. It's all about technique, so you really don't have to go through the painstaking part of cutting it. But it gives me gratification. I just love I just love to cut crease. So with that being said, I'm just going to put the base on and I'm going to get my white gold and I'm going to tap it into place. So we're gonna go right here. Just right up in here. Okay, and this is what we have, right? But remember, we went in and we did a little dibbling and dabbling. I'm gonna take Send Nudes. I'm so silly. I'm gonna take Send Nudes. I swear, I love this color. So I'm gonna take Send Nudes and I'm going to apply it like directly in between the glitter and my crease. So I'm gonna take Nudes right here. and I'm going to tap it. Okay, and it's going to start to blend. So we're going to tap. I'm going to get a little bit more Sun Nudes. Okay, and we're going to just mesh it. You don't want the glitter to go straight into the dark brown or straight into the black. It's not going to look good. So it's all about blending, and you want that gradient effect. You want everything to like flow. So I'm going to tap it right here. So I'm not covering it up at all. I'm just creating some blur right there, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit more since we're at this part, okay? Okay, so this is what we have. Now I'm gonna go back in with that expensive. And I'm just going to tap right where I ended with Sun Nudes. So we're just gonna tap it. So everybody's gonna get their just due. So I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. Now I'm gonna go back in. I never add more black on my brush, especially if I'm reapplying or I feel like I lost it. I'm gonna use whatever's on this brush. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So you're just gonna tap it, okay? And this is the blend that we have. Now, me personally, I wanna add a little bit more definition just up in here. This is the dark brown. So I'm gonna blend the dark brown and the black, and I'm gonna do like the V shape. So I wanna do like a faux wing. This helps me when I'm doing my wing liner. I know right here it's going to start and I'm gonna pull it back in. So this is kind of like a cheat code for me. So I'm just taking that dark brown and I'm blending. It's nothing like a nice neutral eye. Okay. Now with that being said, I'm gonna go in with this Melly Mel's color, because I added that last minute. So I'm gonna get some, knock it off, and then I'm gonna go into my crease with it. Okay, so the eyes are done. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna take some black, because we just gonna smoke it out. Is it enough on here? Okay, so I'm gonna take this brush, whatever's left, I'm gonna add black right here. Just right up in there. And I'm gonna blend that out. This brush has no name on it, but it's a flat shader brush. I like it because it's very firm and it does not move. And it keeps its shape, so I can do a lot of things with this brush. So I'm just gonna use it to create some smoke under here. And the next thing I'm going to do is throw that out. I'm gonna take another color that I didn't use at all. I didn't use this color at all, but I'm gonna use it now. It's called Afrobeat. So this is the one I've been using, expensive, but this has more like of a, this is more like of a burgundy brown. So I'm gonna use that to blend, to just create, like to blend it. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm going to just smudge it in. So I'm gonna use it to diffuse that black. Because what you do on the top, you wanna do on the bottom. You don't necessarily have to, but I like to have the lid and under my eyes be cohesive sometimes. But most of the time I don't like anything down there. But I did shadow under there yesterday, so why not? So I like to keep my eyes closed and blend, because it shows you exactly what you're doing and you're not getting shadow in your eyes. Okay? This is pretty. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. So close. Okay? So we have some smoke under there. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the liner. I'm gonna take some Sephora. I love this liner. This liner is from Sephora. I think this is the Sephora collection. I got an itchy right there. And we're gonna do the wing. So I'm gonna use my shadow as a guide. And I will squint just to make sure that my lines are straight. I squint anyway, but don't worry about it. Ooh. I'm sorry. Sorry. Go. What you doing over there? Okay, and I like to tilt my head back. And, okay, I like to tilt my head back, go to the wing, and pull it. Okay? And I love, he said, okay. Shut up. I can't stand you. And I'm not going to mess with it too much because my foundation is already done. So I'm not going to mess with it. So I'm going to just let it dry. And this dries super matte, so I don't have to set it or anything. So I'm just going to dry it. Ooh, we'll zoom y'all back out. So I'm going to dry this because I need it to be dry. I'm excited. I love this eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to knock off some of this bake. Because I've been baking for a while. In the kitchen, you know? Okay, so it's fine. I can't look up too much because my shadow, my liner is still drying. So see right here, I got some darkness. Let me zoom it in a little bit. Y'all can see it. So there's some darkness right here. I'm gonna show y'all how to fix that. With me blending and stuff, I guess I knocked off the bake. Sorry. With me blending, I guess I knocked the bake off. So I'm gonna show you how to fix that. Oopsie doopsie. So I'm gonna take some banana powder. First, I'm gonna take my foundation brush. Let's start there. So I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to tap it. I love this because it has an angle, so just tap it away. Okay? Y'all can't see. You can see definitely here. So I'm going to take my what's ever left on my foundation brush and I'm going to tap it. I'm going to take another brush. Where's the other brush? Okay, yeah, this is a little better. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna tap it. Okay, so it's starting to disappear. So just be careful with that wing. My phone is gonna die. Sorry, my phone is about to die. Boo, can you pass my phone charger? I thought I brought it over here. My phone's gonna die. Please. I thought I put my, it should be where I sit, right there. So I'm gonna take some banana powder and I'm gonna plug my phone up really fast. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me plug my phone up, guys, because it's about to die. Okay, we back in business. Okay, so I'm gonna take some banana powder. And I'm going to take on the edge and I'm going to go right here. Okay, and I'm going to bake this area. So I just went over it and I took that darkness away with foundation. So in order for me to brighten it back up, I need to bake it right here. Okay, so I'm going to bake that. So this is what we got. Okay, as far as the nose, I didn't even like contour my nose. Yeah, no, I hate doing my nose. So I'm just going to fake it for today because I ain't messing with this nose. I feel like the eyes are the focus and nobody's worried about me contouring my nose. So I'm just going to get the powder and put it. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do is contour. So I'm going to take my contour palette. No. I have, sorry, I'm vibrating, you guys. I'm gonna take this contour palette. This is Planet Makeup by Yolando. I love this contour palette. So I'm gonna take this color first and then this color, but I'm gonna start with this one, like I said. So I'm gonna tap it, and I'm going to, ooh, it bother me. I'm going to take my shadow. Well, I'm going to go from my crease down the bridge of my nose to create. Oh, my pictures is gonna be crazy. I love it. This is so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna fake this contour. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with this one. We're going to fake it. I hate contour my nose, so I'm gonna try to stay like right up on this line. Okay, right on top of the line. Tilt my nose. And then we're going to clean it up. We're going to take another brush and we're going to clean it up. Because I went kind of ham right there, but it's okay. It's nothing that blending won't help. You know what I mean? So I have that nose. What I'm going to do now is reverse. I'm going to reverse highlight. Well, not really reverse highlight, but I'm just going to bake right here, so that you can really see that the nose is snatched. Okay. So this is what we have. Cause she's tired. I'm not tired, but my nose, ooh, square up. I want to square up with my own nose contour. That's how it, child. Oof. Just make sure that, okay. So this is what we have. So now that I'm looking crazy, and I have to sneeze because I'm messing with all these powders. Excuse me. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to highlight and contour my face further. So this is a new bronzer that I picked up the other day. This is the Morphe bronzer. This is, let me zoom y'all out. Ooh, my fingers won't work. Okay, so this is the Glamour Bronze bronzer. Okay, from, hold on one second, from Morphe, in Trailblazer. So I'm just going to, I love this color. It's not too dark, it's not too light. I just love this powder. So this is what the powder looks like. It looks a little red on camera, but in actuality, it's a cool tone brown. So I'm not too sure why it's coming up like that, but I'm gonna use this. I love brushes like this because it just does the blending for you. This is a Peaches brush. This is a Peaches and Cream PC16. So I'm just going to pat it in place, and then I'm going to blend. So I don't even knock it off. I just use whatever is on the brush, and then I blend. Which is good. So we have that. So I'm not going to really contour and all of that. Since I was baking my contour, I don't need to contour too extensively. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a blush. Oh, I'm going to go into my blush binder. So I'm going to go into my blush binder from the Crayon Case. I'm going to show y'all how pigmented it is. Hopefully I don't go crazy. Because this blush binder ain't no joke. I'm going to go in with this one. This is page 3, row 3, blush 2. So I'm going to go in with this one. Yeah, her blushes are like strong. So I just use a little bit of her blushes because you mess around and have a problem. Okay, Okay, so this is what we have. I have a little bit more here. So I have to add more here. So now that we have that, I'm gonna go in with my, I don't wanna keep messing brushes, bro. Okay, so this is another one of my favorite brushes. This is from Morphe. I love it. This is my favorite. I think I have over 100 brushes. Favorite brushes? I want to say about 30 favorite brushes out of 100. That's not bad. Because it just does the job. Like, who has time to be doing extra stuff when the brush is supposed to be doing its job? That's why it's my favorite, because I don't have to work too hard. So I'm going to take my Studio Fix powder in NC45, if I can find her. That's 55. NC50, I got her. Yay. I try to keep things in order. Okay, let me put these back. So yeah, I'm going to take my Studio Fix powder in NC50. And I'm going to blend all over. Just blend everything in. So I just get, and I'll just push the powder in. This eyeshadow came out so good. I was nervous, I'm not even gonna lie. Because I haven't done neutral colors in so long. I'm like, I like greens and purples. Purple's my favorite color, I can't help myself, sorry. Well, yeah. Hey, oh, thank you, Joyce. Yes, I'm back. I'll be back on Friday as well. So I'm just gonna blend out my nose. Blend out my nose. Yeah, everybody had, look, with everything in the world, we all need a break. So I took my little break, I'm back now. So I'm just going to blend my nose out. With whatever's powder, and I wanna knock off this bake because it's bright now. Just be careful. I'm gonna take some of this. This is the Makeup Revolution Calming Fixing Spray. I like a wet set. A wet set is when you spray your face and a few times you could feel the mist on your face and everything will just blend and melt in. So I'm gonna do it again. And I'm going to highlight. I wonder which highlight I will be using today. But I think I want to do a nude pink lip. You heard me, boo? A nude pink lip. What? A nude pink. It's not a nude. Huh? Oh no, not, I don't know about that, buddy. Why? Huh? You said what? Nothing is showing where? On my live? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, so what lashes will I wear today? So I showed you Miss Dainty, Miss Diana, Miss Rose. Yesterday I wore Dainty. Let me see which lash I'll be wearing today. Ooh, these are pretty. This is Exquisite. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use Exquisite today. It looks like I will be. Yeah, I think I'll be using Exquisite today. Exquisite is a pretty lash. This is one of my lash kits. It comes with a tweezer. So my lash kits come with a tweezer and the lashes, and you can definitely put them back in this bag. So what I'm gonna do is, I feel like I'm gonna do Exquisite. Yeah, Exquisite is super pretty. Let me move out the way. So this is Exquisite. And this is Dainty from yesterday. So this is more like straight. These are more curled. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut off the ends, because you know you have to cut the ends of your lashes off or they will bother you, okay? So I'm gonna take my tweezer, because I've ruined many a lash just pulling them off with my fingers. It's best to use tweezers. So with that being said, let me set these up. So I'm just cutting off the ends of the lash since they're brand new. I'm gonna get me some glue. I'm still in love with my INV glue, can't help it. So we're going to use this glue. And I'll do my lips in the meantime, or I'll highlight in the meantime. Most likely I'll highlight. No, I'll do my lips. I'll highlight last. I may use a pink highlight, I'm not too sure. So let me just set these lashes up. And I'm gonna be ready. So this is so pretty. So this is exquisite. Look at her, she's so pretty. She is like a curl. Chow, chow, chow. I'm obsessed with lashes. Okay. So now that those are drying, I'm going to jump into my lippy. Yesterday I used my 06 liner, which is my burgundy liner. So most likely I'll use my chocolate liner, which is 08 maybe. Nah, I doubt it. I doubt that. Let me see. I don't know which liner I want to use. I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my 06 again. I used it yesterday, but it's okay. I'm not gonna line too intensely because the lip is a nude lip, so I don't have to go too crazy. So I'm just going to blend that out. So yeah, so I'm gonna line right now, 06 liner. Don't forget the corners. And I'm going to use Second Best. Second Best, I love Second Best. Second Best is my second best. A nude is definitely my signature. So that's why this is called signature. And Second Best is second best because that's the next thing I'm gravitating towards, you know? Okay. So this is my pinky nude. So I had to name it a signature and second best. Because what do I love, boo?
Purple.
A nude lip. I do love purple. That's my favorite color. Yep. Very nude. I pull it off. Look at me, super nude.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. And of course, I'm gonna always top my liquid lipsticks off with my clear gloss because that's just what I do. But I'm gonna let it dry first. I'm gonna let it dry. Where is she? That's not her. I have all my lippies in here. Okay, I found her. So I have my clear gloss. I'm gonna put her on the top. I don't know, for some reason I feel like a gloss always sets off a lip. It's just does. So in the meantime, I'm going to highlight. So let me get my highlighters. I have Gold is a New Black. I used that yesterday. I'm gonna use Milk and Honey. This is from Doses of Colors. While my lashes is drying, my lips are dry. So I'm going to just pop my gloss on top. My clear gloss. And it's just, for me, it just does it for me. I don't know. I just love a nude with some gloss. Y'all tell me that didn't just top it off. Come on, come on. So this is the lips. My lashes aren't ready. I thought they were. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight. So I'm gonna highlight with, this is Milk and Honey from Doses of Color. I'm just gonna get my highlighting brush. And this is more of like a champagne white, so hopefully it's not too bright. Oh, it's pretty. Okay. Okay. This hair is driving me crazy. So I like to pat and then blend out. So I won't be on tomorrow, but I will be back on live on Friday. I have a collab I have to do. So it's gonna be a colorful look. No, I ain't gonna do no purple. I'm gonna give y'all a break with purples. I'm gonna blend it. I think this lip is so pretty. I keep looking at it, sorry. Okay. And my Fix Plus is finishing and it just won't spray right. I don't understand what's going on with it. My Fix Plus is spraying and it's like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And it's spray in here, so I'm trying to understand what's up. Okay, I fixed it. So I'm gonna Fix Plus. To melt all that in. I'm gonna take my clips off because the look is almost done. Once I'm gonna take this off too. The lips are almost done. The look is almost done. Once I pop on my lashes and I pose for my thumbnail. Because I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. I'm gonna use whatever's left on the highlighting brush just to intensify it. Come on, eyeshadow. Come on, eyeshadow. So these are my exquisite lashes that I'm about to put on. This is my right one. Hopefully the glue is good now. They're super soft. It is ready. Yeah, it's ready. Ooh, this is pretty. Come on, lash. Okay. Where have you been? Like, it's full light and you still can see the shadow? Okay. It's my first time wearing these lashes. I want to put together like a lash book. Not a lash book, but like a video of all my lashes to put on my site and on my Instagram and stuff. Come on. Y'all don't like, come on, lash. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay. Let me put on the other one. Come on, lash. And this is an eyeshadow look that you don't even need lashes for. So some looks you definitely need lashes. I don't need lashes for this look, but we gonna put some on. Ooh wee. Come on, lash. Come on, lash. Ooh, it's pretty. Here go Apartment Jungle. I can't with him. Yes, so this is my exquisite lash. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, exquisite I think is my new favorite. I love Miss Dainty and I love Dainty, but I feel like exquisite came in It said, my name is Exquisite, and what is yours? Ooh, look at this lash. This is a pretty lash. If you want to order these lashes, don't forget to message me on Instagram and on here if you want to order anything. I didn't put up the website because I was just too busy painting. Thank you. I was too busy painting, but I'm gonna put my website up right now for you to check everything out. Message me if you want anything. I'm not taking orders through the site at the moment, but I will. But I've been just taking message orders, so I'm going to just message. I'm gonna put my website in the comment section. Yes, right? I think he just was. Oops, I done misspelled the thing. Oops. Maddox.com, right? Yes. Sometimes I just be doing too much. And this is my email if you want to email your order. So, yes, at gmail.com. If you'd like anything on the site, just message me and I will get you taken all the way care of. But yeah, I have to take a picture of all the lashes. So each live I'll be wearing a different pair of lashes from my line because I want to create a montage of my lashes. So if you want to see how a lash looks, there will be a picture of it online. But unfortunately, the look is over. I had a great time on live. I will be back Friday at 6 to do a collab video. It's going to be something colorful. Maybe a cut crease, maybe not. Maybe a halo, most likely a halo eye, because I love halo eyes. But I will definitely be back on live. I'm not going to disappear. I had to take me a little break, okay? Yes, but if you want anything from the site, don't forget to message me your order and I will get you taken care of. Oh, this highlight, I'm looking at my replay on my laptop and there's highlights. Ooh. But anywho, thank you guys for always tuning in. I truly appreciate you guys. Without me, I wouldn't, without you, what am I saying? Without you guys, it would be no me. I'm switching it around. So without you guys, there will be no me. I truly appreciate everybody who takes the time out to look at the lives and to interact and to say hello. I truly appreciate it. I'm just going to touch up my brow real quick. This is my brow pencil in 03. I'm just going to use the spoolie because I need to blend out the front. Where was I going without a blended brow? Can't. Yes. So I blend back and then I blend up. So now my brows are together. I'm like, why does my brows look so weird? But anywho, I truly appreciate everybody who comes on the live. Thank you, Danelle. I truly appreciate everybody who comes on the lives. And, you know, just spend a little time with me. I truly appreciate it. Your love does not go unnoticed. Truly appreciate everybody. But like I said, if you want to order anything, message me. I left my website and my email. Or you can message me on Instagram. It's up to you. And the live is over, unfortunately. But I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great night. And I love everybody. Good night.